If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Hello, Last on the Road subscribers and followers. As a lot of you know, my channel is kind of dedicated to trying to show you the honest truth about this lifestyle. Talk about being debt-free, the realistic style of this lifestyle. What happens when the excitement of the lifestyle is over with. I feel like that I would rather try to talk you out of doing this lifestyle than giving you the impression that you should come out here and live this lifestyle and find out that you don't like it. I've met too many people who had followed the advice of social media, found out they didn't like it, and have no way of getting back. And because different things that were said, like it's really cheap to live out here, you're going to be able to save money, you're going to be able to do this, and you know, life is going to be great. The other day, I was just flipping through my YouTube channel, just checking out different videos, and I stumbled upon a video of a channel never seen before. And so I clicked it, and it's the typical thing. Their mission is to convince everybody, and they said so, come out here and live this lifestyle as soon as you can. Don't wait. And it's just one of those typical let's come out here and live without me taking any responsibility, but not disclosing all the information. For example, they were talking about boondocking. They were saying how easy it is to boondock. And she calls over to husband, honey, do you want a pot of coffee? And he said, well, sure, honey, that sounds great. Honey, can you turn on the generator? Sure, honey, I'll be happy to. And so he walks over to the wall, pushes a button until the button turns red. And she says, thank you, honey. So I'm assuming the generator was on. And she proceeds to make a beautiful pot of coffee. Whereas my reality is I go out in the rain and I start the generator until it starts up. And then I come in and I percolate a pot of coffee until it tastes like syrup on the Coleman stove. But that's not even the interesting part of the video. What was really interesting was I was reading through some of the comments. And someone said, Little House on the Road. Me, my channel. Someone commented, Little House on the Road says it's important to be debt-free. He says, I'm going to be debt-free in 2 years, so I'm really looking forward to this lifestyle. And he continued on with the question, but that's basically the sum of it, was it was important to be debt-free. And I thought, oh, wow, look at that. Somebody's, following my advice, be debt-free. Well, their reply was absolutely mind-boggling. They said, well, this is kind of a controversial subject, or something to that effect. We believe that you need to come out here as soon as you can. He said, 2 years is not so bad, but they know people that are going to wait 5, 10 years trying to become debt-free, and we really think that everybody should come out here right now. She said, or he said, it's no different. Money in and money out. Well, first, money in, money out. Here's the thing. It's not money in, money out. It's money in and more money out is what it is. I was $50,000 in debt, and I figured it up around 15 to 20% interest rate. I was anywhere from $750 to about $1,500 in interest each year. So that means on stuff that I didn't even have anymore, or was gone, or I forgot about, or whatever the case is, I'm paying not only what I borrowed, but another $750 to $1,500 extra. Just on $50,000. So what this couple is advising is, I suppose, you should go out and buy, they had a fifth wheel, buy a fifth wheel with an automatic start button generator. So I don't know how much these things cost, but it's got to be absolutely outrageous. Then you go and buy a truck to pull it. Both of them immediately start depreciating. So they're not even going to be worth what they were worth when you bought them. You're paying the money that you borrowed for them, okay? Let's say it's $100,000, just to make it easy. So you paid $100,000 for equipment that is now depreciating, and let's say you lose, just for easy fun of it, let's say you lose $10,000 a year. But you're also paying an extra $2,000 a year on interest, okay? See, it's ludicrous to think that it's money in, money out. No, it's money in and tons of money out, to the point you will run out of money because you're not bringing enough in. And so people start to think, well, I got to bring more money in. I got to have better employment. I've got to get a better job. My boss needs to understand me better, or the government needs to do more, all because you're in debt up to your eyeballs paying a ton of interest. Now, they're talking about the freedom of this lifestyle and how great it is, and that everybody needs to come out here right now. Okay, so how can you enjoy your freedom out here if you're not free? And I've said this a lot, and anybody who's watched any of my videos is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. How can you enjoy your freedom out here if you're not free? And you're not going to be free. If you're paying on your debt, you're never free. You're always enslaved to someone else. And so you're always worried about that. And you're never going to feel the freedom that I feel. I know that no matter what happens to me, doesn't matter what happens to me, as long as I can feed myself, have an emergency fund, that's important too, to repair my truck if necessary, I can survive on very little money. I've proven twice now, in 2 months in a row, that I can live on about $550. I can go and get a temporary job at any temp service, or at McDonald's or Walmart. I can go get a job and I can easily make, in part-time, $550 to support me and Carolyn. Now there's the other thing, is if you have to pay on your bills, you only have one choice. You have to make that much money. If you're paying $1,000 a month on your loans, you have to make $1,000. I don't have to worry about that $1,000. The only thing I got to make sure is I got some food. It's $550 is no big deal to make. But if you're paying that $1,000, that gets a lot more complicated to make. Plus the $500 you need to eat. Plus, if you don't make the payment, they're going to come and get your home, the thing that they are advocating that you live in. So no, you're not free. You're never free if you have interest. You are never free. This lifestyle is absolutely pointless if you have debt, because you're always going to be worrying about the debt. Can I travel this month? I can't travel this month. I don't have enough money because I got to worry about paying these people that I'm enslaved to. I'm not enslaved to anybody. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Like the video. And